right. I want to welcome each and every one of you all to our three-way training class. Super excited that each and every one of you thought enough of your businesses to jump on and learn how to do a three-way phone call. This is vital to your business, and we use a three-way process in many different forms within our business, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But again, we're just super excited. I see the lines are really filling up right now, so we're going to give it just a minute. If you can, please type your name, city, and state in the chat bar. That way, we'll know who's on the line. It's very important that as we support training events and anything that is broadcasted, that we support it by typing our name, city, and state in the chat, because that way it just leads to duplication. You know, those that follow you know that you're here, and those that have invited you know that you're here as well. So we appreciate you all playing team with that. But again, folks, my name is Al Murray. They call me Mr. Busting Loose, and pleasure to be a gold director, Elite One in the business. And what that just simply means is that, you know, I'm having some success following systems and helping other people to do the same. So that's why we're here today, and I'm super excited because we're going to go into a few things. And I just want to ask that you grab pen and paper, take some copious notes, and listen, folks. You certainly, you know, one of the questions that always come up as we do these three-way trainings, and ultimately the 5 and 5 fundamentals class that we hold on Thursdays at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be coming back. So this class is going to be a little more abbreviated. We're going to focus a lot more on the interaction and and drilling and training. And then we'll come back and deal with a little more of the philosophies at 7:30 that follow while we do it a certain way. So, folks, all of our objective is to be professional, okay? And it's the professionalism that's going to be the ultimate separator. Just think about how people have approached you in the past and looking to bring you into different opportunities. You want to separate yourself from those average individuals by being professional. Whether you're doing this full time or part time, your mindset has to be that of a professional. And that's why I really wanted to make sure that we emphasize landing pages, websites, and what have you. So, you know, one of the questions that comes up is, well, what 8-minute video do we use? Well, we've got an 8-minute presentation that's done by Mrs. Dalco. She does a very great job, a very, very good job of displaying in 8 minutes the capturing the crux of what our business is all about. So you can find that on the real money online. Well, this is my own personal landing page. So you can go to wealthbuildersworldwide.info or .net, and you can sign up and get your landing page. Okay. I also utilize this one here. And you may also want to attach a domain name. Okay. So I love using the landing pages. Why? Because it gives a professional look. It also allows you to deliver the information that you need to deliver in a professional manner. And it also offers a person a button in order to sign up right then, right there, and off the back. So definitely separate yourself and be a professional. Get a landing page so that you can pique the interest. You can also use it like your website. So, folks, I'm not going to spend time on this call talking about the list or going through the list building exercise. We do that at 7:30. But I definitely want to make sure that we all come to that class with a Gladiators Club form, which you can find on wealthbuildersworldwide.info or .net, or on theunionuniverse.com. Those sites, you can pull down the Gladiators Club form. It's vital that you work your business from a list, a written list. What, folks, you want this to duplicate? Okay, this is something you want duplicating in your business. You want to get a copy of all of the folks that are part of your team as they put their list together. You want to get a copy of it. So listen, how do you contact and invite? Listen, folks, you know, we've got a lot of scripts that go around, and so I'm not going to focus on any one. You've got scripts on Wealth Builders Worldwide, you know, within the map that many of us follow. You've got you know, a couple of scripts on the Union Universe. You've got, and people that have, you know, they come to the table with certain scripts that they like to use. So I'm just going to offer you one that I like to use. Okay. And so, you know, one of the main reasons we do three ways is to, we use that in the past part of our system here, or the contacting and inviting portion. And what that is basically allowing, after you pique the interest, you call somebody on that list, what do you say? And then you move them on to someone else to answer questions. And one of the reasons we do this is because it's duplicatable. When you get someone started in the business, they're thinking, well, can I do this? And do I want to do it? And so if you go through a lot of complication as far as getting them started, you're and things that are complicated, it might be easy for you, to come off and, off the top of your head with, certain things, and you may have been in the business a while, so you know all of the facts, and you start delivering that to your new prospect, and your new prospect is thinking in their head, man, I need to know all of this before I can do this business. I don't know that I want to do it. Okay, so that's why we focus on something that's duplicatable. So again, just a direct approach, and these would be for with people. These work best. A direct approach works best with folks that are your peers, or that maybe look up to you. And you literally could just say, hey man, look, you need to take a look at this, and they will. Okay. But the thing of it is they may not have people that they could do that with. Well, maybe not a lot of people. Everybody has somebody that they can deal with generally, on a direct approach. But it goes like this. Hey, John, I'm glad I caught you. I'm running out the door real quick. I got something I want to show you. You may or may not be interested. It only take a few minutes of your time. If I text you an interesting 8-minute video about getting out of debt, growing and protecting your income, would you be able to watch it by noon today? Great. I'll text you the link and call you back at 12:30 today. Is that fair? Great. That sounds fair. And boom, we're moving forward. Thank you, good brother. And we move forward. So right around 12 o'clock, what I would do, or 30 minutes before I'm supposed to meet with a person, I just follow up with a quick text. Hey, got caught up in a meeting. Looking forward to talking to you at 12:30 as planned. Boom. Okay. And all that is that's really a reminder. Remember, the person that you're dealing with, they weren't customarily ready for to they didn't know that you were going to invite them to a video. You know what I mean? So that's not part of their regular scheduled plan. So we're just going to remind them. We're giving them 30-minute notice to watch a short 8-minute video, right? So again, with the indirect approach, and this will be to somebody like that you look up to, maybe somebody that you mentor from, very much similar, but just with some slight differences, okay? And we're saying, hey, Mr. Johns, I'm glad I caught you. I'm running out the door real quick. I respect you as a lot as a successful business owner or a businessman. Another business owner, Mr. Murray, recently introduced me to a great way to grow and protect my income. Now, you may or may not be interested, but I like to get your valued opinion on the information. And it'll only take a few minutes of your time. I know that you're extremely busy, but if I text you this interesting 8-minute video about getting out of debt and growing and protecting your income, would you be able to watch it by noon today? Okay, great. I'll text you the link and call you back at 12:30 to get your thoughts. Does that sound fair? Great. Thanks again. I'll call you at 12:30. Boom, you're off. And the same thing, just quick text, 12 o'clock, just a reminder. Boom. Okay. And so that's the contacting and inviting phase of this. And we're just basically piquing interest to see if they're interested. They watched that 8-minute video. In many cases, it may not be enough information. In some cases, it'll be enough information for someone to say, hey, yeah, I'm ready to get started. Okay. And in other cases, it won't be. They'll need other information. And that's where the three-way phone call comes in, where we look to answer the questions as we're following up. So let's talk about edification, folks, because edification is very important in our business. The edification, it creates and builds respect for your expert or whatever it is that you're looking to edify. Okay. So in many instances, you may edify your expert, you may edify the business, you may edify the video that we're sharing with folks, you may edify a training, a meeting, a Zoom presentation, 9 or 12 o'clock overview. We use edification all through our business. And in many cases, when we aren't getting the desired result, so if people aren't necessarily wanting to talk to our expert, if they're not necessarily wanting to take a look at other information, go to the training or whatever, a lot of that is because of a lack of proper edification. So you want to make sure, and all it is just saying something good about a person or any aspect of the business as well. So when we're doing the edification for a three-way phone call, the main thing is moving our prospect from talking to us to having them listening to our expert and present. So what we do is we edify that expert, and we just use, 4 simple points, okay? And we use these points because they go into personality types. Now we're not going to go into an overall training on personality types because that's something that will require just as much training as this three-way phone call. But the basics are just this: we say that the person knows all of the facts. Okay, and that represents a a type of personality. Okay, this is a facts-driven person. They like to help. Okay, this is a spring personality type. Okay, springtime cleaning, we get help, we clean up things and things that are like um, fun. This is represented by summer. Okay, summer is known for fun, and then the winters, well, these are your money motivated individuals. Okay, and why this is so important is sometimes it's important to know what a person's personality type is because if I'm talking to a person that's money motivated, okay, or let's just say I'm talking to a person that's really into helping people, like a nurse, a doctor, a pastor, and then I'm talking about all of this great fun or all of this money we're going to make, okay, then I'm not piquing their personality type. So therefore we try to hit basically all 4 personality types in that. Okay, and again, this is a longer training really to focus on the personality types, but this is why we do the three-way, the edification for the three-way for the expert in this manner. Now, as I move forward, I just want to bring to light a couple of things. Okay, whenever we train or do anything in our business, when we're eliciting the help or of something or somebody else, we want to begin with the end in mind. Okay, you also want to make sure that you close your objective. So why are we calling this person for a three-way? I'm calling this person because I need to have them. I want to get their help them overcome some of their objections. Maybe I want to move them to a presentation, or maybe I want to have them um, understand that they're ready to get into the business. Okay, so whatever that objective is, that's what you're looking to close by the three-way or what have you. And then next, folks, you want to make sure that you're creating this, turning this into a team culture. All right, when I wrestled in high school, there was a phrase, um, when in doubt, stand. And all it just meant is, when you're grappling, you're on the mat a lot. You start out from a standing position in some cases, but the rule was when in doubt, stand. Okay, and so what we want our new affiliates to realize is that when in doubt, three-way it out. Okay, that's what we do. That's your lifeline, if you will. Okay, and then a couple of training tips, because as we all grow in this business, we want to make sure that we are training folks and helping our people move from one point to the next. And a couple of things I like to do is I like to tell the person how to do it first. I like to show them. I like to allow them to do it. And while they're doing it, then I critique them. Okay, well, this is what we did right. This is what we did wrong. This is what we need to get a little better at. And then we allow them to retry it again. What that does is now the repetitious learning there, it sinks in so much faster. So, 3 important parts to a three-way. That's why we call it a three-way, right? The first is you. What you want to do is call your expert ahead of time. Make sure that they're available. Okay. Make sure that they're available because they may take your phone call because it's you. They feel responsible because they're taking that leadership role. They sponsored you into the business, but they may not be in position to talk to anybody at this particular point in time. So you call them up to make sure that they're available. Next, during a three-way phone call, never interrupt. Never interrupt your expert. We spend time edifying. When you interrupt them, you de-edify, and that's the exact opposite. So we don't want to de-edify, right? So you just be quiet, you hold tight, and what you're doing is at this point in time, believe it or not, folks, guess what? You're training your new affiliate right now. They don't even know that they're about to start a business. Maybe they got a little bit of understanding, but we're training them now. We start training them from the time that we call them up to pique their interest. We're training them. We're showing them how this business works. Okay. And so you do not want to say anything while the expert is talking. Okay. And then always make sure that you thank your expert after the appointment is set or after closing your objective. Okay, so you might be looking to set up an appointment for a one-on-one. You might be looking to invite this person to the next presentation at 12 or 9 p.m. Or whatever. But you make sure that you thank the expert after that objective is set. And then this is what you do, folks. You follow any instructions that your expert gives you. Hey, well, Mr. and Mrs. Affiliate, would you mind sharing the link to the webinar? okay, with your prospect, John. Okay, so that's done. And then what do? We get off the phone. Okay, because many times what we do, this is your friend that you're talking to. Your friend says what? Your friend says, okay, man, now we got that out of the way, man. Tell me what this is all about. Give me the real deal. Okay. And then what we do, because we're amateurs, we start talking, and now we just took over the expert role, and now they don't need to see an expert do the presentation at 12:09 because you just told them everything, and now they've made the decision to what? Oh no, I don't need to know anything more about this. This is just one of those other things that everybody keeps hitting me up with. It's one of those juice deals, or this one of those pyramids. Okay, and you just talk your way out of the objective. So out of the appointment. So how do I handle it if somebody says that? Okay, I say, listen, man, all of the information will be given on the webinar. I don't want to mess it up for you. Just make sure you're there 5 minutes early. I'll text you the link, and I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. Boom, that's it. We're out. Okay, just keep it simple. Hold your posture, and move the person towards the next exposure. So the next person here is your prospect. In many cases, it's your friend, especially if you're just getting started. You're working from your initial list. Okay, your friend is always on a first name basis. Okay, and what you want to do is never over edify your prospect. Never edify them more than your expert. Okay, all right. So in some cases, we're excited because we got a prospect on the line, and we're telling them, they're listening to us tell our expert about them, and we're building them up to be this great person, which they are. But right now, listen, the person that needs to be the great person is the expert. Okay, and that's who we want your prospect to listen to, and that's done through the edification. See, understand this, folks. There's already trust between you and your prospect. You see, they're your friend, maybe, and even if it's just somebody that you maybe just prospected or met yesterday, say at the grocery store, or at the dentist office or something like that, exhibited trust in you because they've watched your information, they've accepted your phone call, they're listening, and they're moving forward with the three-way phone call. So there's a level of trust there. And then when you use that trust, you edify your expert, and that's done by those personality traits that we talked about earlier. And we just say something like this: hey, this gentleman knows all of the facts, this young lady knows all of the facts, she loves to help people, she likes having fun, and make no mistake about it, she's building a very successful business. Okay, and that's the way we do that. And again, if you get hung up, because again, this is repetitious learning, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Okay, so just as you start doing it more and more, it'll be like clockwork. You'll be able to say it unconsciously. You'll be unconsciously competent, okay, about this information. Okay, but you got to do it more. And so that edification, it creates respect of your prospect, between your prospect of your expert. Okay, and that respect is what you want. You get that, your prospect is thinking, wow, especially when they're one of those reds, somebody that's an influencer, somebody that we might not ordinarily talk to. We're used to edifying them. They take the standpoint of like, wow, who is this person, this expert? I need to really hear and find out what they're talking about, because I'm used to hearing people edify me like that. Okay, so remember, folks, I don't care if your prospect is a doctor, judge so and so. We're working to get doctor so and so and judge so and so into this business. Okay, and they need to respect your expert. That's important. But then here's the thing, folks. In the process, as you're making that transition, one of the things I like to do is I like to say, hey, Miss Logan is extremely busy. Hold while I see if I can get 1 minute of her time. Because one of the objections you're going to get here is what? Oh, well, I don't have time to talk to anybody. Why don't you tell me about it? Okay. So your posture, you're not asking them, can you hold, do you want to talk to my expert? You're not asking them a question. You're making a statement. Hold for a second while I see if I can get 1 minute of her time. That's a statement. Click, and you click over and you make the phone call, right? So, and generally the edification, it's done before you get your expert on the line, okay? Because remember, we're using the edification to build this respect so that your prospect will get on the phone with your expert, and more importantly, that the his receptivity is open now because of the edification that's been done there. Okay, now it's time for you to get some edification. So the second part of this edification is at the close or somewhere in that present in the within the three-way, the expert will edify you because in many cases, listen, your prospect might be a good friend of yours. Okay, and they may know that you're not an expert in doing this business, gold, savings accounts, that you don't have any savings yourself, but they may not know about your entrepreneurial endeavors. But now that they have respect for your expert and your expert is sharing that with them, now that opens you up and they can look at you in a little better light. Okay. So we appreciate the way this system works. Okay. Now there's some transitions. Okay. We want to make sure that you don't get stuck. And so there's certain things that we want to learn. Okay. Oftentimes when we run across a person's reluctance to doing anything, the first thing we do is we get defensive. Okay, and that's not what we want to do here. What we want to do is we want to use feel felt found. Okay, and because it's psychologically it works so well because you're relating to the person. I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. But what I found was, boom, okay? So it goes something like this. I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. What I found was speaking to Miss Poole cleared things up for me, okay? So hold on for a second while I see if I can get 1 minute of her time. Boom. And then we move to the three-way. All right. So we can get stuck. This is ways that we get unstuck. And then as you are the expert or you're starting to get more seasoned as an affiliate, you may add a few other words into it. And that would go something like this. I understand how you feel. I felt the same exact way. When I saw this for the first time, I thought it was a pyramid too. What I found was that speaking to Ms. Poole cleared things up for me. She helped me see the value that this program could bring to my household. Listen, she's extremely busy. Hold while I see if I can get 1 minute of her time. See this, the Phil found it overcomes the potential objection of I don't have enough time. Okay, what we did here, using it this last part, she's extremely busy. We're overcoming their time objection. Okay, I don't have time to talk to anybody right now. Okay, so I'm overcoming the objection before it arises. That's what scripts do for you. That's what using third party information, you can take advantage of the philosophies and the thought that went into creating that and developing it as a tool. So listen, in the follow up, okay, um, what did you like best about what you heard or saw? I like using this, okay, and we use this way because it allows us to start from somewhere positive with a person, okay, and so what did you like best? It's something positive, whether they didn't like it or not, whether they think it's illegal pyramid or something, is totally irrelevant because you're asking them what did you like best. So even though I might think it that way, hey, well, I saw some value in the gold, but I'm already getting gold, right now. You know what I mean? So what you do is you're asking them for something positive, right? And then what you do is you say, great, I like that also. That's another technique, folks. And I probably need to take this out because I really don't want to get into the philosophies of why we do it, more so because I want to spend more time in the practical side where we can actually dig into doing some three ways. But basically here, what you're doing is mirror and matching. People like to do business with people that are like them. So you're relating to them now, okay? And then you ask them, hey, did you see an opportunity for yourself? Okay. And if they say yes, then you move them right to the registration button right there on your landing page. They already have it, right? You walk them through the setup of their account. Don't leave them to do it their own or on their own. Think about this. Would you rather have all of the prospects being walked through by an accomplished affiliate, or would you rather have your prospect doing it by yourself? Think about it as you've got 1,000 people on your team and it's working, 100 levels deep in your organization. Would you rather the prospect doing it themselves, or would you rather set the standard right now and help them and walk them through the process? Now, you can do a three-way at this point to introduce or welcome them to the team, to get assistance or to get assistance with this enrollment process. Because in the case that you're both new, guess what? You got somebody that can help you through that process. All right. The three-way is just, it just makes it so much easier. It takes a lot of stress and effort off of the new affiliate that is getting started. Now, if they have questions, okay, great. Um, great. Your questions are welcome. However, I was advised not to explain it myself or answer it myself. That's Miss Crutchfield's job. She knows all of the facts. She loves to help people. She likes having fun, and she's having a lot of success building business. But here's the thing: she's extremely busy. Hold while I see if I can get 1 minute of her time. Click, okay, and we dial. Make the three-way. Okay, we're not waiting for an answer. See, sometimes we take a posture in this business that the other person, the prospect, is doing us a favor. No, you're doing them a favor because you're sharing with them a way that they can protect and grow their income, their labor. Okay, so you have the juice and the sauce here, right? So now, if they say no, what's your response? Listen, before you make your final decision, you should talk to Miss Crutchfield. She helped clear things up for me. Hold while I see if I can get her on the line. See, again, you might have got stuck, so you got to come back to that, right? Now, well, no, 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 no. I think this is one of those pyramid things, but that's the exact reason you need to talk to Miss Crutchfield. Hold for a second while I connect this. All right. And then, if hey, it's not for them, then fine. I appreciate that. It's okay if I keep you informed. And see, when you say it like that, guess what? They give you permission to follow up, and then you follow up, folks. Here's why it's so important to have a large list. You've got to make sure you've got a large list of folks, because when you do, you're not concerned about any one person getting started. Okay, you're not concerned about any one person getting started. So the fact that they're not ready to go right now is fine, because for me, no means not right now. It means I haven't done a good enough job at sharing with you why you need to move forward. And so the onus is on me. It's not on them. I don't make them feel bad. I may also ask for referrals. Hey, well, do you know anybody else that's looking to make a little extra income? you know, or what have you, and ask for some referrals. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with them later and then say something like this. Hey, John, how's it going? Great. Hey, well, listen, I'm just following back up with you, man. You said it was okay to, keep you informed and let you know how things were going with me, with my business. And so, last month I was able to accomplish a 5 and 5 promotions. Just simply means that I'm in profit mode. I'm building a team of successful affiliates, and I'm really excited about what's going on now. But hey, the last time I talked to you, you said your son was graduating from high school. How did that turn out? And see, now what I'm doing is I'm building rapport. I'm starting to get to know my friend. Remember, we're in a relationship building. This is relationship marketing, right? So now this person isn't in a business. They have expressed an interest that they're not wanting to be a part of the business. Okay. But because the way I think about things, I'm starting to build a rapport. So they're starting to see how much I care before they understand and realize how much I know. All right. So I'm making a friend of them at this point. Okay. And so I'm asking about them, and I ask certain things. I start to learn about them. I'll talk about things like form. Mr. Roach trained on this yesterday. Um, on a huddle call. But F is faith or family. You're just asking a question. Hey, are you married? How many kids do you have? Okay. And so you're asking these questions. These questions help you get the ammunition that you need to move them forward in the direction of where you're looking to take them. Okay. And then again, occupation. What do you do for a living? Tell me about it. Mm. Okay. That's when you find out, oh, really? Wow, you must make a lot of money there. You know, well, no, not really. I just got a demotion, after this COVID thing. They cut my hours back, this, that, and the other. So you can't say, oh man, that's a terrible job. You don't want to bring them down, but they'll bring themselves down. You ask the right, yeah, they'll tell you what you need to know if you ask the right questions. Okay. So yeah, how do you make your living? What do you do for a living? Tell me about it. Okay, great. Move on to recreation. The R in is recreation. What do you like to do in your spare time? Okay, money or motivation. Hey, listen, if money wasn't an issue, what would you do with your days? Where would you vacation? Where would you take your family? So these are questions that move us in the direction that we need to go. I like to say that what we do here is we help show people how they can get what they want by what we're offering. So you got to know what they want in order to be able to meet that need. So folks, we went over a lot of information, but I feel as though we needed to have a little bit of a background in this. But what I want to do now is I want to see. Let me just check real quick. I want to see that we've got a couple of people on here as panelists. Sherby Watkins, okay, and I see Tashi and Poole. So this is what we want to do. I want to Miss Watkins and Miss Poole, if you all could um, share your cameras, maybe open up your line. We want to go ahead and if Miss Poole, if you would not mind being the associate, Miss Watkins, you could be the prospect and I will be the expert. So what I want to do first is I want to demonstrate how we're going to do a three-way phone call, and then we're going to start opening up. You guys can open up, raise your hand, and if Miss Glassby would be so helpful in assisting us bring folks forward, we'll go ahead and let other people try to do it as well. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of role play, and we're going to start from the point of calling our prospect. Okay, so you're going to go ahead, contact your prospect, invite them to the tool, and then call your expert, make sure they're available for the three-way phone call, and then we're going to execute the three-way phone call. So what I want to do right now is I want to introduce you to a young lady that is just doing a phenomenal job right now, building a business, Miss Tashin Poole. Let's just see if you were able to. Okay, great. Need to change the structure. Okay, good. All right, good. Okay, I see Miss Watkins. And there's Miss Poole. Okay, good stuff. All right, sounds good. You ladies are on. So look, let's go ahead and do this. I've got this on the screen just in case you need it. But understand, whatever script it is you guys or ladies are using, use it. Okay. The main thing is that we want to, critique and make sure that we're doing this properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this over to Miss Tashin Poole. And then after you hear her, the next voice you'll hear is Miss Sherby Watkins, who is our prospect as well. I appreciate these ladies for helping us out.
Thank you, Mr. Murray. Can you hear me okay, sir?
Loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. So I'm about to call you now to make sure you're available. Ring.
Hello, this is Al.
Hey, Mr. Murray, this is Tashi. Did I catch you at a good time, sir?
Yes, you did.
Great. I'm going to be making some calls for the next hour. You think you might be available for some three-ways?
Absolutely. I sure am.
Awesome, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now I'm making my dials. Miss Sherby Watkins is the first person I'm calling, so I'm calling you now. Ring.
Oops, wait a
minute.
Miss
Watkins, you're muted.
I did that by accident. Sorry about that.
Okay, no problem. Hello.
Ring. Hey, Sherry, this is Tashin. I'm so glad I caught you, ma'am. Did I catch you at a good time?
Oh, yes, I'm just sitting here relaxing.
Awesome. Well, I'm running out the door, but I'm really excited. I have something I want to show you. You may or may not be interested, but it'll only take a few minutes of your time. If I text you an interesting 8-minute video about getting out of debt, growing, and protecting your wealth, you think you might be able to watch it by noon today?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay, great. So I'll go ahead and send you the link now, and I'll call you back about 12:30 today. Is that
All right.
fair enough?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, perfect. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Okay, so I'm sending her the video. It is 12 o'clock now, so I'm just shooting her a quick text message. Hey, Sherby, I got caught up finishing up something. I'm actually cooking mushrooms right now, so as soon as I finish, I'll call you at 12:30. Okay, so now I'm calling her back to follow up. Ring.
Hello.
Hey, Sherby, I was just giving you a call back. Did you get an opportunity to watch the video that I sent you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay. Awesome. Did you see an opportunity for yourself?
Yes, I think so. I might have a few questions, but I love the goal.
Okay, awesome. So you like the goal. So what I want to do, Miss Sherby, is I actually have one of my mentors that I would like to see to get your questions answered. This gentleman knows 100% of the facts about this company. He loves to help people. He loves to have fun. And of course, he knows how to build a successful business. As I mentioned, he's one of my mentors. He's extremely busy though. So let me just see if I can get him on the phone really quick. Click. And ring. Mr. Murray, I'm calling you.
Hello, this is Al.
Hey, Mr. Murray, this is Tasheen. Did I catch you at a good time, sir?
Yes, you did.
Great. So I have Sherby on the line. She watched the 8-minute video. What she liked best was the goal, but she did say she saw an opportunity for herself. She just had a few questions, sir. Maybe you can answer a couple of her questions, but ultimately it was only an 8-minute video. So if you can get her to Gregory McKay tonight, that'll be incredible. Or maybe even tomorrow on the 12 o'clock WBW presentation.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm merging the call. Sherby, are you there, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
We are in luck. I was able to get Mr. Al Murray on the line with us today. Mr. Murray, sir, I'm going to turn this call over to you.
How you doing, Sherby?
I'm doing wonderful. Hope you're doing the same.
Oh, I certainly am. I certainly am. Listen, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Al Murray. I'm a local business owner here in the Southern Maryland area, and I'm extremely excited about this incredible opportunity that has Miss Poole and myself aligned with this incredible company that's just doing some phenomenal things in the gold space. Not only that, but we're part of an incredible team, Wealth Builders Worldwide, and we're helping right now over 100,000 people around the globe take part in this incredible information that you just took a look at. So I understand you like the aspect of gold. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Good, good, good. Outstanding, outstanding. And what else? Did anything else about the video pique your interest?
I like it because I've seen a lot of people changing lives. That made sense to me because I love helping people. And so that is one of the questions that is it something that I can do as well?
Well, yes, it is. It's certainly something that you can do, and I'm not really surprised that you feel that way. You know, Miss Tashi Poole is doing an incredible job building this business and just growing a business all around the globe right now, and she's bringing a lot of sharp people to the table. And generally, when she puts folks on the phone with me, I know they're pretty sharp, so I'm not surprised that you fit right into that same mode or category, if you will. But certainly, we actually have a webinar that's going to be taking place tonight at 9 o'clock. And if I could get you a prime seat on that webinar, would you be willing to jump on that webinar, say 5 minutes early, 5 minutes to 9, and just take some notes on the
Yes,
program?
that'd be great. That'd be great.
Incredible, incredible. One thing I can promise you is that if you see the fit, I'm glad you can make it, but definitely make sure that you fit that into your plans because the information that is going to be delivered tonight at 9 o'clock is going to be life changing. One of my personal business partners, his name is Mr. Greg McKay. He does a phenomenal job. He'll be doing the presentation tonight at 9 o'clock. And this is what I can promise you. As you take notes, announce yourself when you get in. Just type, your name, city, and state in that chat. That way we'll know that you're there. And at the conclusion, we'll jump back on together, you, Ms. Poole, and myself, and we'll make sure that we get every single question answered. That way, you'll have enough information to make an informed decision as to whether this will be something that will benefit your family like it's benefiting ours. Does that sound fair?
Oh, yes, that's great.
Incredible, incredible. Well, listen, Sherby, it's been great talking to you. I certainly look forward to conversing with you after the webinar this evening, and we'll talk a little bit further then. So, listen, Miss Poole, if you could, would you be so kind as to share the link with Miss Sherby so that she can jump on the webinar with us this evening?
Absolutely.
Great. Well, I'll turn it back over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking time out to speak with Ms. Watkins. And I know that you're extremely busy and really do not take that for granted. Thank you so much. Sherby, I will go ahead and shoot that link over to you. And as Mr. Murray stated, I will touch base with you afterwards. Okay.
That sounds great. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Absolutely.
All right, all right, all right. So listen, folks, that's the way a three-way phone call goes, and all of them are different. None of them go the same exact way. You will, stumble every here and there. You get better at it the more you do it. Okay, and so it's repetitious learning, and not only that, but also, well, yeah, you're going to get better at it, and you got an expert as well. Your expert is going to lead you through and guide you where you might stumble a little bit. Okay, so if she, let's just say Miss Poole, and she's an expert at this. If she didn't say, hey, well, I want to get her on Greg McKay's, move her to Greg McKay's presentation, then that's something I would say as the expert, because I know that I need to know what my objective is. What is it that you want me to do? you know. And so I will help out the affiliate, okay, in those areas. So that's the three-way, okay. Sometimes they work a little bit differently. Generally, because I do a lot of three ways, I don't, don't tell me anything about them until you got them on the line and you're connecting us through. I just need to know that I need to be available for you, okay. And then the other thing is just this: know that your expert is not God, okay. They're not going to be able to make anybody get started, do anything that they don't want to do, nor is that their intent. We're looking to walk people into the business, not convince them or force them. Because if you convince and force, you're going to have to do the same thing when it comes to helping them be fruitful in the business. And that's just not our business. But we will assist you in the next step of the process. Okay. So with that, what I want to do now is thank you so much, Ms. Poole and Ms. Watkins, for helping us out. Y'all did an excellent job. What I want to do now is I want to open up to see if we can get some folks. If you can raise your hand, we'll pull a couple people forward. First and foremost, I want to know who would be willing to be the affiliate in this process, the affiliate, okay? So that means you're actually doing piquing interest. So if you are willing to do that, raise your hand right now. And we can bring a couple of folks that are willing to do that. If we can bring maybe two affiliates forward, okay? So I see we got Brother Fabian. If we can bring one more person forward, okay. Jabani, okay, good. So, all right, so we got two people forward now as affiliates. Now I need two people that are willing to be prospects. Two people that are willing to be prospects. And if we can pull two more forward that are willing to be prospects. All right, okay. Fabian and Jabani. Okay. All right. Okay, good. So what we're gonna do now is let's go with Fabian. Fabian, if you could at least unmute. Okay, you are on camera, but if you can at least unmute, um, and you can share your camera if you like. But we're gonna ask that you be the affiliate. Okay, great, Fabian. I appreciate that, sir. I see you loud and clear there. Looks like you got underneath a nice little cover. looks fun out there. All right. And so let's pull one of our. So this will be let's go with Leon. Leon, would you be? We're gonna move you forward to be a prospect. Okay, and then we got Belvedere Everett. Okay, so Leon, if you can unmute. Okay, and you can share your camera if you like as well. Okay, good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead. Fabian is going to be the affiliate. All right, and I'm going to share my screen again just so it will aid you in the process. And again, you use the script that you normally use. And you go ahead and you use the script that you normally use. That'll be fine. But you're going to call and make sure that your expert is available, first and foremost, right? And then once you know that I'm available, then you're going to start making your dials. You're going to call Leon as your prospect, and then you're going to ask him to view your information. Then you're going to put him on a three-way with me. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. So let's go ahead. You can start by calling me.
Okay. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Al.
Hey, Al. So I have, what's the prospect's name? Sorry.
Okay, it's Leon, and I don't know. We got a little bit of static in the line, so I don't know if it's what's going on. If you can assist with that, but
can you hear me better?
No, it's not too good. I'll tell you what. This is what we'll do. We're gonna move on to Jabani. Okay, let's do that while you go ahead and get that sound straight, and then we'll come back to you, Fabian. Okay. So Jabani, right. let's move forward. If you could, if you'd unmute.
Yes, hello.
Okay, good. Okay, great. I hear you. Okay, and you can share your camera if you like. Okay, but you've got Leon there who's going to be your prospect. That's who you're going to be calling up. So let's go ahead and start with you. And am I pronouncing you right, Jabani?
Yes, that's my name, like the yogurt, but with the J. The Chobani
Okay.
yogurt, but with the J.
Okay. Jabani. Okay. Okay. Good stuff. All right. So you go ahead and you can start off by calling me up to make sure I'm available for the three-way.
Ring ring.
Hello, this is Al.
Hi, Mr. Al. This is Giovanni. How you
How you
doing
doing,
today?
man? Pretty good.
Oh,
And
I'm
yourself?
doing great. Thank you. I just have this prospect, Mr. Leon. I showed him the 8-minute video. He seems very interested in it. He's got a couple questions that I'm still learning. I wanted to see if you were available within the next hour to talk to him. I'm gonna see what your schedule is like.
That's fine, but let me just stop you real quick, okay? Because
Yes,
you're
sir.
telling me about him already, and I
Oh,
don't think
okay.
that you haven't given him the information yet.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you're just asking me if I'm available for three ways, and I am.
Okay. Available
So
for 3 weeks. Correct.
yeah. So now you can go ahead and make your you can go ahead and contact and invite
All right. Ring ring.
Leon.
Yes,
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Leon. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. So how about yourself? Thank you for asking.
Good, good. I just come across this awesome opportunity. I have this video to see if you're interested as far as saving in gold and also maybe starting to get financially free. Does that sound
Saving
something
the
of an
gold,
opportunity to you? Yes, sir.
saving the gold. Yes, sir. You can send it. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I'm gonna send you this video, and within, let's say by noon, right now it's like 9 in the morning, my time. How about I call you like after around noon and see if you have time to watch? It's an only 8-minute video, and I'll call up. I'll call you then.
Yes, sir. That'll be fine.
Perfect.
Okay. So you're texting on the video now, and you're going ahead and okay, you've asked me already, am I available for three ways? So now you're going to go ahead and follow back up. You texting them back at 12 just to let them know, that you're going to follow back up with them at 12:30.
Ring ring.
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Leon. I want to see if you had the opportunity and the time, just checking back and seeing if you got to watch that video.
Yes, sir. I have watched it. So you said this is a gold opportunity. And I saw that it was in small increments. Is that right? Because I have a few questions.
That is correct. That's just one part of the business. I don't know too much of more information about that, of how it's going. But I do have my mentor. He's great. He knows the whole ins and outs of it. If you want to learn more information, let me hit him up and see if he's available. He's always busy. Let me just see if he's available. Would you be okay? I call you back in like 30 minutes to see if we can set up a time.
Um, sure. Why not?
Perfect. I will call you back and we'll get set up a time and see what works for all three of us, and so you can ask all your questions that you may have.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So couple of things. All
Mhm.
right. Um, in the peaking process. All right. Um, you mentioned gold. That's not something that typically I like to stick with something generic because at that point in time, I don't like hiding anything from anybody. Let's just make that perfectly clear. But what I do like to do is really just kind of pique their interest, let them find out what it's all about. Because when you tell them what it's about, then that's when they're ready to start asking more questions because you're now in a mode of answering questions. Okay, so you hold your posture and you keep your posture where it is. Well, it's about protecting your income, protecting and growing your income. I've already told you that, and that's what it's about. The video will tell you way better than I can, so I don't want to mess it up for you. In 8 minutes, man, I'm sure you got 8 minutes available, don't you? Yeah, I do.
Yes.
Well, go ahead and take a look at it, right? So that's kind of how I handle that. Okay, and then you got a little hung up because you started setting up a time to come back. Okay, you called your expert ahead of time to make sure that they're available for you, so they're available now. When you ask me, am I available? I'm available, so I know for the next hour or so when your name comes up on this phone, it's a three-way phone call. So You have your prospect on the line right now. You've got Leon on the line right now. So now is the time to do the three-way phone call. You might be chasing Leon for the next month or year or so to get him to this point again. You just don't know, but you've got him on the phone right now. So now we want to go ahead and execute that three-way phone call right here, right now, at this moment in time. Okay. So now let's go back and let's go ahead and let you um, bring him back. We're gonna let you guys do this again so that now you can invite him to the three-way phone call. Okay. So let's start this over. Let's start this over, Jabani. And now what I want you to do is I want you to start with the invite again. We're gonna start all the way from the top, all over again. Okay.
Okay, from the invite, like sending him the video, correct?
Say that again.
You said invite from sending him the video from then, like, or already he had watched the
Yeah,
video.
yeah. We're gonna start this over. We're gonna start this all the way over. You've already called me. I'm available. So now you're calling your prospect.
Perfect. Okay, got it. Ring, ring.
Yes.
Hey, Mr. Leon, how you doing today? I hope that you are doing great. I wanted to catch up with you and see if you have time to talk about that video and see if you have watched it.
Oh, yes, sir. I've watched the video, man. I actually have a few questions. And I seen that it was an opportunity where we can actually make money. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, that is awesome. I'm glad that it piqued your interest. Yes, of course. I don't have the full on ins on it. I'm not the expert here. I do have my he's the great sorry about that. Whew. He is a great mentor. He knows the ins and outs of this company. I have him available this whole evening. I already gave him a call. Is it okay that I bring you in on a three-way call and so he can answer all your questions?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Perfect. Let me get him on. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Al.
Hi, Mr. Al. This is this Prosper Leon that I brought you in. He has a couple questions for you, if you don't mind answering for him.
Sure. And before you bring on, you said his name is Leon.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. And what did he have a chance to take a look at?
He already took a chance on that video, and he's asking already about how it's making money.
How to make money. Okay, he watched the 8-minute video with Miss Dalco.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Great. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Good. Let's go ahead and connect them.
Perfect. Ring, ring.
Yes, this is Leon.
Perfect, Mr. Leon. This is my mentor right here, and he will walk you through the whole basis of the company about that 8-minute video you saw, Mr. Dalco. And go ahead. I will leave the conversation between you and him, and all your questions will be answered from now.
Great. Okay. How you doing, Leon?
I'm doing well, mister. How you doing? Thank you for asking.
I'm incredible. Listen, allow me real quick to introduce myself. My name is Al Murray. I'm a local business owner here in the Southern Maryland area, and I'm extremely excited about this incredible opportunity that has me and Mr. Jabani linked up with this incredible company. All right. Understand this company is doing some phenomenal things in the gold space. All right. And what I love most about it is what it's doing for Jabani and myself financially. Okay. Allowing us to save gold with the free gold savings account and things that are like. We're also aligned with an incredible team, wealth builders worldwide, over 100,000 strong all over the globe right now, saving and bettering their positions financially thanks to this incredible opportunity. Now, I understand you had a chance to take a look at the video. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Okay, great. And what did you like best about what you heard or saw?
Well, the thing that I like best about it, the system or the opportunity looked as if the opportunity was an independent system. Is that correct?
Well, it's an independent ecosystem. Yes, it is based in gold, and we're really excited about it.
And the next, another part that interests me most is that I can actually make money from this entire system. Is that correct? How did that work?
Well, Well, listen, man, I'm really excited, man, for you because you sound a lot alike. You sound a lot like the other people that Jabani is bringing to the table. You know, most of them are money motivated by, taking they look forward to taking advantage of incredible income opportunities such as this. But listen, rather, to really explain it to you over the phone would take a lot more time. What I have an incredible gentleman by the name of Greg McKay. He's going to be doing a worldwide presentation via Zoom tonight at 9 o'clock. And what I'd like to do is get you one of our highly sought after positions on that webinar tonight. And what I'm going to need to do, if I could get you a seat on that webinar, space on that webinar, would you be willing to jump on that webinar, say 5 minutes early to get the information?
Oh, absolutely, man. Sure thing. Yes, sir.
Great, great, great. Well, listen, I'm going to make sure I get you one of those seats on that webinar, and you jump on about 5 minutes early. Go ahead and go into the chat area, type in your name and city and state so that we'll know that you're there. At the conclusion, what I want to do is get back with you and answer any questions that you'll have. And what I can promise you is if you take time out of your schedule to get on this webinar, that between that and answering your questions, you'll have 110% of the facts to be able to know whether this is going to be an incredible opportunity for you and your family as it has been for Jabani and my family as well. Does that sound fair?
Yes, sir, it does.
Great, great, great. Well, listen, I look forward to conversing with you after the webinar. And just know that, when you're working with Jabani, you're working with me as well. We come as a team and we look forward to helping people such as yourself find success with this incredible opportunity. So, Jabani, what I'm going to do is turn this back over to you. If you can share with Leon the link to the webinar tonight, and then I'll see you guys after the webinar this evening. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Mr. Almurray. I appreciate you for taking the time out of your day for this call and helping out my friend Leon and hopefully making them welcome part of the part of the family.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Fabian. I'm sorry, that wasn't Fabian, Jabani. All right, sounds
No
good.
problem.
Yeah, all right, good, good, good. Yeah, y'all got me with these names and stuff here, man. But that was
Yeah,
a
there's
great,
so many names.
yeah, that was a good three-way. That was a good three-way. However, one thing I want to share with you, and Jabani, how long have you been in the business?
I just started like 2 weeks ago.
Wow. Well, man, my hat's off to you, okay? Because I hear things and what you're saying. It sounds like you've done this before, okay? And I think you're in position to really take this business and run with it, man. You seem very, very sharp.
Actually,
Uh,
actually, my team invited me, and it's my team and I that's been working hard and trying to understand it way more. Our team is doing a lot of homework. It's been restless nights and excitement, for the whole team.
Sounds
We
good.
just want to keep learning and adapt and make it a better business for everybody.
Okay, okay. Now, one thing I would do want to say about you asked him, would he be willing to talk to me? Okay. Now, listen, it's okay to ask, but I'm just telling you, you've got the juice. When you ask, you have to be prepared for the answer. And he might have said no. And he may have only said no because you asked. Okay. And so I just move on with it. Hold on while I see if I can get 1 minute of his time. I'm making a statement rather than asking. I'm working from a standpoint of authority. And with every time, every little win that I have like that moves me closer to that big win of moving him to where I need him to go. Okay. So just make sure you hang on to your posture and don't give away your strength by asking them, will they do something? The only thing that I ask is I set up tie downs as the expert and using things like if I would you. If I was able to get you a seat on the webinar, would you be willing to jump on the webinar 5 minutes early? You see the value in doing that, don't you? Okay. And so I work from as an expert in everything we do. Wouldn't you, couldn't you, shouldn't you, don't you? Okay. And those are ways of kind of steering your people to where you need to go, then rather than giving your strength up and saying, will you? I mean, can you? Do you mind jumping on with my expert? You see the value in talking to somebody like that, wouldn't you? I'm sure, Hold for a second while I get them on the line. Boom. Okay. So we're using, it's that's a little more complicated. And I really don't like to really get into that right now. But just remember, you don't ask, you stare. And that's why it's good to practice what you're saying and what you're going to say in the mirror before you do it. Okay. Couple other good things to think about when you're doing the in the invitation phase, when you're contacting and inviting, is have a smile on your face. You want to smile. You want to have a positive, get everything negative out of the equation. Anything negative. You had a bad day. Well, it's about to be the best day ever from this point on because you're about to grow and build your business. Okay. But set the atmosphere for that right away. Okay. I'm running out the door real quick. This lets your people know that you're not going to be holding them very long because so it's not enough for a question and an answer right now. Okay. So just hold your posture, okay? And remember, your posture gets stronger and stronger with the larger list that you have because you're not dependent upon any one person getting started in your business. You've got a whole list of hundreds of people to start working with. So I appreciate you for jumping in there. Brother Fabian, I want to come back to you real quick. Leon, hold on if you haven't gone yet. Hold on real tight because your line is clear. So I want to make sure that we utilize your line. Fabian, were you able to let's say something, see if we can hear you.
You hear me better?
Absolutely.
This sound good? Okay, good.
But, okay, yeah, that sounds better. Okay, good. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and you see the way this is rolling right now. Okay, you're gonna call your expert, ask if he's available. Then you're going to reach out to your list. You're going to go into your list and invite Leon to the presentation, to the information.
All right.
Okay, and then to a three-way.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Al.
Hey, Al. So I am going to be following up with a few prospects here this next half hour. Will you be available for that?
Yes, I will.
Okay, awesome. I will call you back shortly.
Okay, great.
Okay. Ring, ring.
It's to Leon.
Brother Leon. Ring, ring. I better grow that list.
Oh no, I think we made a lost Leon. Okay. I see a Leon Duncan. Leon Duncan, are you on the line? Okay. All right. Well, let's just see. Do we have anybody else here? Brother Fabian. Okay. I see we got Jabani still on the line as well. So Jabani, why don't you be our prospect? Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Great. All right. So you're calling Jabani now.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hey, hello.
Hey, Giovanni, this is Fabian. How you been?
I've been good, man. How about yourself?
I've been phenomenal as well, man. Listen, I gotta get going. I'm out the door real quick, but I do have something I believe you're gonna want to see, man. It's a short 8-minute video, man. If I send it to you, can I call you back in a half hour to talk about it?
I don't know, man. I might not have time today. I got the kids, I got a bunch of things going on my schedule, but I'll see if I can watch. Can you send? You say you're gonna send it through text?
Yeah, I'll send it through text, right? It's just a short 8-minute video. If anything, I can call you back in an hour from now. Is that better?
Perfect, man. Yeah. I just got to get the kids to school and all that stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, if it's just 8 minutes, I got 8 minutes.
Okay, sounds good. Sending it right now. Bye.
Perfect. Bye.
Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Al.
Shouldn't I be calling Giovanni first?
Yes, go ahead and call Jabani. You call it up to see what he like best, right?
Yeah. Giovanni, ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Giovanni, this is Fabian again. Just checking up on you, man, if you were able to see that video I sent you.
Yeah, man, I checked it out and everything. I don't know. I got a bunch of questions, man. Seems too good to be true kind of deal,
I feel you there, man. My thoughts were, I had the exact thoughts when I first was presented with this. But that's great that you have questions, and that's what we're here for, man. Actually, I have Al Murray. He's my personal mentor. I actually met him in Atlanta, giving a master class. And let me tell you, man, he knows all the facts about the company, 110% of the facts, and this is what he does for a living. He does this full time. You know, he helps people make a lot of money. He likes having fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get him on the line. He is a busy person. Ring ring.
Hello, this is Al.
Hey Al, so I do have Giovanni, and he saw the 8-minute Michael Delco video. He just said that it seems too good to be true, but he does come with questions.
Okay.
All right,
All
I'm
right.
gonna go ahead and
All
bring.
right. Ho, real quick before you let him go. Where did you want me to go with him? Where did you want me to take him? What's your
Oh, word.
objective?
So I think so, Mr. Murray, I think the best way to direct this call would be taking him to the 9 o'clock training with Greg Gregory, just to get
Okay.
him. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and
9 o'clock.
merge.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Ring ring.
Yes.
Hey Giovanni, so we're in luck, man. I was able to get the coaches of coaches, Mr. Al Murray, on the phone. Mr. Murray, do you hear us?
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm here.
All right. So I have Giovanni on the phone, and he saw uh, the short 8-minute video, and he has a couple of questions for you. Now I wanted to make sure he gets fully informed with your voice.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, great. How you doing, Giovanni?
I'm doing great, Mr. Murray. How you doing?
Incredible, incredible. Listen, allow me to introduce myself. I'm a local business owner here in the Southern Maryland area, and I'm really excited about this incredible opportunity that has Fabian and I aligned with this company that's been in business since 2011 and just doing some incredible things in the space of gold. And we're both a part of an incredible team, Wealth Builders Worldwide, over 100,000 strong. We're the largest network of gold savers on the planet right now. And we're just super excited about what we're doing. And um, Fabian was telling me that you had a chance to take a look at some of our information. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I looked at the video, and it's almost. I got too excited for it that I wanted to learn more and ask more questions. I have so many questions written down.
Okay. Okay, great. So, well, what kind of questions did you have? Is there anything I
So
can help
so I
you with?
see that it's so I see that it's a gold-based company, or is it? How do I get paid? That's my first.
Yeah, hey, you sound like a man after my own heart. How do I get paid? I love that, but it's not to be I mean, I would expect that coming from you. Fabian is having a ton of success working with our company, and he's bringing a lot of successful prospects to the table. And you just seem to be another one. That's a great question that you asked. Listen, we get paid on an international debit card. I mean, and this is it's issued by it's a private issue card issued by Mastercard. And I'll be honest with you, it's the most powerful card that I have in my household. I've utilized this card all around the planet, all around the globe. I've been to last year. This company sent me to. I went to the home office in Stuttgart, Germany, Dubai for a week, Cape Town, South Africa, and Las Vegas. And I used my debit card in every last one of those lands. I can use that debit card in any ATM on the planet, and it will spit me out the money of that land. So I'm excited about being able to get paid on that Mastercard. But here's the thing, what I really want to share with you is how to actually put money to actually do the activities that'll generate the income that'll go on to that Mastercard. And we're going to be talking about that this evening. One of my partners, his name is Greg McKay. He's a gold director elite with our company. He's a tremendous individual, and he knows all of the facts. We definitely want to make sure that you get some more information from him. But let me just ask you this real quick. If I'm able to get you one of the highly touted seats on this webinar, would you be willing to take the time to jump on that webinar 5 minutes early?
Oh, absolutely, man. And I appreciate you taking your time out of your day. And yes, of course, I'll have some time. I'll make it in my schedule. And I want to be there. I want to learn.
Great, great, great. Well, listen, the webinar is at 9. I'm just going to ask that you jump on about 5 minutes early, okay? And when you jump on, just announce yourself. Just type your name, city, and state in the chat. That way, we'll know that we're online with you. And then at the conclusion, with Fabian and I will jump on a line again with you. We'll answer any questions that you'll have at that point. And one thing I can guarantee you, if you take the time to do what we just talked about, that at the conclusion of our conversation, you'll have enough information to make an informed decision as to whether this will be something that's beneficial for you and your family, as it has been for Fabian and my family as well. Does that sound fair?
That sounds perfectly fair to me, sir.
Great, great, great. Well, listen, I appreciate the opportunity to work with you. You certainly will feel pleasured to be a part of Fabian's team. And Fabian, what I want you to do is go ahead and share the link with Jabani here, and then we'll jump back online after the conclusion of the webinar by Greg McKay tonight. Okay? And Fabian, that's where you would say, yes, thank you very much, Mr. Murray. I appreciate you taking the call. And then you would go ahead and text out the information to Jabani, and we would move forward after the webinar that evening. So listen, I want to thank both of you gentlemen for jumping on here as well and participating, helping us out with the three-way phone call. Um, let's see. The intent is probably to close this out at about 3:30. So what I'll do now is let's just see if we have. I see we've got Beverly. Beverly, could you come forward? You can unmute if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Do you feel comfortable being the affiliate or the prospect?
Prospect, please.
Prospect, please. Okay, let's see where. How long have you been in the business?
For slightly over a year.
A little over a year. Okay, Izzy,
Yes.
if you can unmute for me, please.
Yes, it was red, and now can you hear me?
Yes, that's Izzy. Okay, sounds good. I hear you.
There. Can you hear me again?
Okay, is that Beverly talking?
Yes.
Okay, Beverly, I got you. You're on. Just hold
Hey,
tight.
how you doing? How you doing? This is
Okay, Izzy, we're not gonna be able to utilize you, man. You're coming in very buffled, but muffled. So if we can get one other person, I'll tell you what, we've got Mr. Williams. If you're on the line, well, no, what I want to do, let me see, Beverly. Beverly, would you feel comfortable being the affiliate?
Oh my! I don't have my script in front of me. I'm out here where I don't have it with me. I can wing it, but I thought I would be a little more less
Okay.
apprehensive. Try as the
All right, all right. What I'm looking for is somebody that will be willing to be an affiliate. We've got 4 people. Let's see, we got 4 hands raised. Please take your hand down if you do not want to be an affiliate. If your hand is raised, I'm assuming you want to be an affiliate. Okay. All right, Rashida. I'm gonna pull Rashida one up. Okay, panelists. Okay. All right. All right, Rashida, you're online with us. Are you okay being the affiliate? Rashida, you need to unmute. All right. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, let's do this. Miss Logan. All right. I'm not sure why we're getting a lot of folks. When you guys come forward, I need you guys to make sure that you can handle your sound is okay, and that there's no background noise, and that you need to be able to unmute and mute your lines. Okay. So if you're on this moderator line, okay, Deidre.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I hear you. Okay.
Okay.
Are you willing to be an affiliate?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Okay, so we got Deirdre. Okay, and the last name is Martin.
That's correct.
Okay,
Hi,
Martin.
Mr. Murray.
I'm doing good. And yourself?
Thank you for all you do.
All right, sweetie, let me call you back.
Great.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Miss Logan, can you
I'm
mute out,
sorry.
please? All right. And so we've got Beverly. And Beverly, you're going to be our prospect. Who else? We got somebody online that is like giving us some terrible background noise right now. If you're not speaking, I need you to make sure that you're muted out. Okay, great. So we've got Beverly, you're our prospect.
Yes.
And do we still have Deirdre on the line?
Okay.
Deirdre had a lot of static that was coming from her.
Okay, the static was coming from Deirdre. All right. Okay, folks. I really want to make this interactive, and we gotta be able to flow a little bit better than what we're flowing right now. And you know that's so. We've got Janet Andrews. Can we try Janet Andrews? Are you willing to be an affiliate?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, great. Sounds good. So listen, Miss Andrews, you're going to be our affiliate, and then we've got Beverly, who is going to be um, the prospect.
Okay.
You all okay? Okay, great. So what we're going to do is you're going to, Miss Andrews, what you're going to do is call me first to make sure I'm available for three ways, and then you're going to go ahead and call Miss Beverly, start working on your list, and pique her interest by sharing, um, your contact and inviting script with her. Okay,
All right.
and then we'll initiate the three-way.
Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Al.
Hey there, Mr. Al. This is Janet. Just want to know if you're available for some three ways.
Yes, I am.
All right. Thank you, sir. I'll be calling you back within the hour.
All right, thank you.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, is this Beverly?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Beverly, I just met you, and I just wanted to let you know that I am running out the door real quick. And like I told you earlier, I had something I needed to show you. It's going to take about 8 minutes. It's an 8-minute video. It's going to grow and protect your income. It's absolutely doing some wonderful things. Will you be available to watch that video, say by 12 o'clock?
I can do that.
All right, I'm going to give you a call right about 12 to remind you about that. So I'll talk to you then. I'm going to send that to you right now.
That'll be great. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks, Beverly. Gotta go. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
All right. Ring, ring. Hey,
Hello.
Beverly, did you have a chance to look at that video?
Yes, I just finished watching it, and I had a couple of questions. Um,
Okay,
I
good. What'd you
think,
like best about what you saw?
well, I've always been excited about learning about gold because I don't know a thing about it other than knowing that it's valuable. And I want to learn that is that someone that can help me along the way because I'm a little nervous about getting
Oh my
into
goodness. Oh my goodness, yes, I'm so excited. So you gotta forgive me. I just love the fact that you said you don't know a lot because that's who we're looking for. Those that don't know and want to know. So I've got the expert. He's gonna get all of your questions answered. He is 100% rocking this thing. He's one of the top leaders in our industry. And I tell you, Beverly, he loves having fun. He loves training, and you're the perfect fit for what we're looking for. So hold on for me 1 second, please.
Thank
Ring,
you.
ring.
Hello, this is Al.
Hey, Mr. Al, I got Beverly on the phone and she just got through watching the video. She said she's excited. She's wanting to learn as much as she can about gold. She doesn't know anything. So I would like for us to get her on that training tonight and have you do your thing and take it away.
Okay, great.
All right, thanks. Beverly, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Well, good. I've got Mr. Al on the phone and I told him you didn't know a thing about this gold thing and he's going to get all your questions answered. You are dealing with someone that is rocking and the absolute best. Mr. Al Murray, Miss Beverly, thank you.
Hey, Beverly, how you doing?
Fine, Mr. Murray. How are you?
I'm incredible. Listen, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Al Murray. I'm a local business owner here in the Southern Maryland area, and I'm extremely excited about this incredible opportunity that has Ms. Andrews and myself aligned with this incredible company of over 1 million affiliates worldwide. And this company is just doing some phenomenal things in the gold space and helping people grow and protect their income. But here's the thing. I understand you had a chance to take a look at some information. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Right. And Ms. Andrews was saying that you had a few apprehensions, maybe some questions or something like that. I definitely wanted to see if I could, help you out with that.
Well, I just went through some things that were lost my trust in things, but I know gold is a real thing and I want to learn all about it. I just wanted to know if there's anyone can help me along the way as I learn, or there are places I can look to learn.
Well, here's the thing. We're part of an incredible company, an incredible team. Our team is called Wealth Builders Worldwide. We're about 100,000 strong all around the globe, and we like to call ourselves one of the best or the largest group of gold savers in the world. And we've got an incredible system, and I'm glad that you took a look at the 8-minute video. But we've got a gentleman that's going to be coming on this evening. He's doing a webinar at 9 o'clock tonight. And if I could get you a seat on that webinar, okay, it's a highly touted spot. You know, these things fill up very often. And what I like to do is get you a seat there. If I got you a link so that you could jump in on that webinar, would you be able to jump in about 5 minutes early for us to get the
Yes,
facts?
that would be marvelous.
Great, great, great. Well, listen, I definitely want to make sure that you're on there because I'm going to converse with Mr. McKay, make sure that we get you a seat and a spot on there. I want you to jump on about 5 minutes earlier, take copious notes, and any questions that you have, I promise you we'll get back on the line. Miss Andrews, myself, and you'll get back on the line. We'll get those questions answered, and then that way you'll be able to move confidently forward and knowing that you have all of the facts, and you'll be able to make a decision as to whether this is something you want to do and that it'll benefit you and your family like it's benefiting Miss Andrews and myself. Does that sound fair?
That sounds great. I'm so encouraged.
Outstanding, outstanding. Well, listen, what I want to do at this time is I'm gonna go ahead and turn you back over to Ms. Andrews. But before I do that, I just want to let you know that Ms. Andrews is one of our top affiliates. She's doing a phenomenal job helping and training people through and how to have success in this incredible opportunity. And I just knew the type of person that you were going to be prior to me even talking to you, just by the caliber of people that she's bringing to the table. So you can certainly feel comfortable that you're working with one of the top affiliates here. And so I'm gonna go ahead and turn you back over to her. She's gonna go ahead and send you the link to that, and then we'll connect after the call tonight. Okay?
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Mary.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Ms. Andrews, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this call back over to you. And if you would just make sure that Beverly gets the link to the webinar tonight. She's agreed to jump on about 5 minutes early, and then we'll converse with her afterwards. Okay?
Well, Mr. Murray, that was perfect. Thank you. I know you're a busy man and you took time out to talk to us, sir. Thank you. And we do look forward to seeing you on the call tonight, talking
Great.
afterwards.
Incredible. Incredible. Okay.
All,
Well, thank you
all
so
right,
much.
You're welcome. Thank you, sir. Well, Miss Beverly, you heard it. I'm glad you're feeling better. You don't have to feel as nervous as you were and apprehensive as you were. So I'll hear you on the call tonight, and I'll get that link over to you right away. Talk to you soon.
Okay. All right. Man, Miss Andrews, how long you been in the business? Are you still there, Miss Andrews?
She
Okay.
muted me. I just had to unmute myself.
Oh, no problem. No problem. No problem. Okay.
I've been in 4 years, but what I would like to say, because I had to be bold enough to get on the call, I've had a lot of sort of hard knocks over the last few years, and I just look forward to the trainings. I look forward to the calls. I look forward to the 15-minute three-way. My background is training, teaching, motivating, and empowering. But where I struggle is just picking up the daggone phone and calling. I can do the 3 ways. I can make the phone calls. Excuse me, once I'm on the phone, my thing is just making the list, being consistent, and then picking up that phone that weighs so much. So that's what it is with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just talking to one of my mentors in this business, Rodney Roach, and that's the exact thing that we were talking about. And that's no cliche. The hard part is, you know what to do, but I have a list. Now, am I going to really start dialing the people on the list and start letting them know what I know, and so that's the activity that needs to be done. Once you've got the list, that's the hard part. The
Yeah,
hard
that's
part is putting the list together, you know what I mean? And
right.
but yes, due to our just going through life, we flow. We're used to flowing. but picking up that phone, that's going against the flow. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Right.
we're like that salmon at that point, that salmon at that point in time going against the stream. Okay, but that's where we get all of our benefit from. You know, the fortune, we like to say in this business, is in the follow up. So I like to encourage you, you know, to make those dials. And one of the things I've been talking to some of the leaders, you heard Ms. Poole a little earlier,
Yes.
we're going to be having more calling parties. So
Right.
as we put those together, and you know, just save the date and or the time and what have you. We're gonna probably start doing those on Mondays, like between 1 and 3 and 5 and 7 on Mondays. That's Eastern
Okay.
Standard Time. Now we may start that this Monday, but so just look. You know, we'll definitely put the information out, and that will
Well, what
be. On,
well what
go
I'm
ahead.
looking for is, and I guess I can speak for many of us. You guys are my family here, and I'm needing a whole certain another list of just people to call as three ways. It's like the people that I was looking to, they're trying to get me in other deals, and I refuse. You know, I'm clad focused with this, and so if I'm calling them up for a three way, they're not as available, and maybe I shouldn't be putting all that out here on this type call, but I don't know what else to do. So, and I don't know if I'm the only one in the same boat, but I'm reaching out to the ones that I know I'm getting the trainings from, and that's you and your team on Thursday night or Tuesday night, and Mr. Dalco and Mr. Best. I've got those numbers personally. I just don't take advantage of them, and I just appreciate the fact that I was called this afternoon. That was a step of boldness just to get out here and do what I know I'm good at doing, but still needing that reassurance that I can do it.
Well, listen, that I appreciate your upfrontness, you know, because what you're going through is what a lot of people are going through right now. It's common, and it's common in this industry. What people do when they get frustrated, when things aren't going the way they really want them to do, is they go think that the grass is greener somewhere else. And then what they find is once they get there, it all boils down to just what you just talked about, picking up the phone, the basic fundamentals of the business, and that's where they're lacking. Okay. And so what I would suggest you do is find a workout partner. Okay. And so what most folks like to do, because I do three-way phone calls, they want to call me and ask me to do three-way phone calls and this, that, and the other. And it's just not possible for me to do everybody's three-way phone calls. But when you get a workout partner, somebody that you two are focused on building your business. It doesn't have to be somebody on your team, and a lot of times it's good that they're not. Okay, but you get them, you guys build a synergy. You two, whether it's a guy or another lady, you build the synergy between the two of you. You become available, and as you start to build your team, you get other people that are available for the three ways as well. And that's what you do. You know,
Well,
it's
I
go
thank you
ahead.
for saying that because that's exactly what I'm needing. Like I said, I know what I can bring to the table, but I was getting burnt out from being micromanaged and doing everything, the three ways, the calling, the list, helping them with the sign on. And it's just like, you're looking for that help for that team and for your leader, and they're off doing other things. So I just thank you for allowing me to be as transparent as I'm being. And I also want to thank all of those in the chat that's, giving me some shout outs this afternoon because, I've been just a person behind the scenes doing a whole lot of stuff, but I haven't shown the fruit of all the things and the labors that I've been doing for people, not just within my organization, but people that are always calling me because their leaders have not been available for them. So I've been a little frustrated, to be very honest, but not to the point that I'm going to do something else or go somewhere different because I know the food and the fruit that I get from you all daily. So thank you for allowing me to share and to be who I am.
Well, I appreciate that. And again, really, that's why trainings like this are important. This is a fast start train. This is almost a fast start training. Okay, I do another one at 7:30. Okay,
Right.
which is more, which is really a fast start training. But that's why it's important that as you build, you introduce your people to their upline sponsors. Okay, so you let other folks know who their upline is, but then it's also important as to why when you start bringing people onto your team that you are on the trainings right along with them, so you know what they're getting, you know what they have, that you know what they're getting, they know what they're getting, and you can mesh and build your businesses together. Okay, and what you find is people that do trainings, see, you don't have to worry about me trying to recruit you into anything else because I'm totally 110% satisfied with what I'm doing. I'm having success. My business is growing, and that's because I stick to the fundamentals. And I know that I can't build two businesses like this. And that's what people find out when they're going to come back, and they'll be coming back to you like, hey, just give it a couple months. They'll be back. You know what I mean? And then you're going to get the chance to choose on who you really want to work with because you have stuck in, you've done the thing, and you're building a system that builds without you. Okay. When you add yourself into the situation, it's only supposed to be to make things better. Okay. You can now do three ways for your team, but your team should be able to function with or without you because we're interchangeable. And so, I can, on this call, I try to take other people to do the three ways, okay, because we want to critique you all. But like when I do my fast start training, I just ask some of my teammates to jump on there. Okay, all of them know how to do three ways. All of them can be the prospect, the expert, or the affiliate. They all can because we've been cross trained and that's the way we teach it. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so that's the dynamics that you have to start building within your organization. And it's a manner of being professional. Okay, and that's what people tend to do. I mean, snatching people that you don't even know out of one business into another is very unprofessional. Okay, and so I even, you know, you really got to be careful with that. You know what I mean? And so stick and stay. You'll get your pay. Keep doing what you're doing. I encourage you for stepping out and really saying some of the things that other people need to hear. But they need to hear you voice your opinion, but they also need to hear that you're doing the right thing and sticking and staying and making sure that you're honing in what you do. Because I can tell the professionalism that you have. And many of us are like that. But again, it does get hard to pick up the phone sometimes, but you got to understand why you got started in this business. And I also look at it from a standpoint of me helping other people. We are in a recession right now. We're in a situation where we need to grow and protect our monies. So while I have a great opportunity where people can do that, but I won't pick my phone up and reach out to the people that I know, like, and love. That's a little bit selfish on my part. And that's just the way I think of it. I'm not calling you selfish or anybody else, but that's the way I justify it in myself to say, hey, you know what? I need to pick this phone up and start making some dials. So again, I appreciate you for jumping in on the line. Um, what we'll do now is I have it. It's a little after 3:30. I want to thank everybody that participated. Um, and as we do this again, we're going to do this once a month like this, okay? But we do the fast start trainings every single Thursday. The main component of that that's different than what you got here today is we talk a little bit more about the philosophies, and we also get that list built out, okay? And that's what's really important in this business is to make sure that you have that list. So come back at 7:30, invite your folks out, and I think you'll be pleased by what you're getting and what they're getting as well. So with that, I want to thank Miss Tanisha Glassby for suggesting that we do this, for setting it all up. And I want to thank Roger Williams for making it all possible as well, working in the backgrounds. Both of them have just been very instrumental in helping us get to the platform and operate it. So with that, I appreciate each and every one of you. Believe me, folks, you want to focus on the fundamentals of building your business, um, piquing people's interest, contacting and inviting, being systemic, following the map, following the systems that your team is using. Be systemic because that's what grows. It grows beyond you. Some of those ladies and gentlemen that are part of my organization, I can take myself out of the equation. They do three-way phone calls without me. I didn't, I don't, I'm not, but they're already doing call parties. They're doing their own three ways. Okay. And that's what you want to have happening in your team, but it doesn't happen until one, you're on the trainings, and then you're suggesting that your team is on the trainings. Listen, that's the way this works. I appreciate you all. I hope I'm not preaching or badgering, but really just trying to press upon you the importance of learning focusing and teaching the fundamentals. Okay. And so with that, folks, I appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on this presentation this evening, this training. God bless you all, and we'll see you all over the top.